Welcome back to our channel where we talk about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family, and share news and tales that haven't been shared before. We have some important news for you today. Princess Anne declares retirement as she crowns Catherine as a future model of monarchy. As Britain's elite gathered for a state dinner honoring foreign ambassadors, chandeliers illuminated Buckingham Palace's magnificent dining hall, filling the mood with expectation. The June 18, 2025 event celebrated royal heritage and diplomatic connections. It would become much more historic. Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, spoke amid the clinking of crystal glasses and chatter. She still ruled in a blue gown. Anne was one of the monarchy's most tireless personalities, performing hundreds of engagements and pushing her interests for decades. But this night she said things that shook the royal family and beyond. Anne retired from public service with the same steady voice she had used for decades. While not anticipated, the decision seemed seismic. She was the monarchy's calm strength and perseverance, and her departure ended an era. What followed was even stranger. Anne, nodding to Catherine, the Princess of Wales, nearby, said Catherine will continue her legacy. The gathering of dignitaries, royal family members, and high-profile visitors paused before applauding. Under the surface, a deeper reality was emerging. This was not merely a passing of the torch, but a fundamental shift. After overcoming cancer, Catherine was soon to become the monarchy's leader. Her brave trek had earned her acclaim and support upon return. But this incident boosted her significance in ways few expected. Catherine always cool-faced the tremendous expectation with quiet resolve. It was apparent from her gaze at King Charles at the head of the table that her selection was not a casual choice. After Anne retired, the monarchy began a new chapter with Catherine at its center. Legacy of service and resilience. Princess Anne's decades of devotion to the monarchy have made her a revered figure. Known as the hardest-working royal, she has committed her life to public service like few others. She has championed healthcare and equestrian sports in hundreds of engagements over more than 5 decades, known for her no-nonsense attitude and unflinching determination. Anne has never sought fame for its own sake, unlike many royals. Instead, she has left a legacy of realism, efficiency, and hard work that has made her a cornerstone of the institution. Anne forged her own way early on. She was raised under great expectation as the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, yet she never let tradition rule her. She competed in the 1976 Montreal Olympics because she loved equestrian sports, an unusual achievement for a monarch and a monument to her perseverance. She persevered through an ever-growing number of public duties, setting herself apart. Anne tackled establishing hospitals, visiting military locations, and helping save the children with the same rigor. She was one of the most relatable royals due to her dry humor and straightforwardness. Anne has faced problems despite her calm demeanor. Despite the extensive scrutiny surrounding her 1992 divorce from Captain Mark Phillips, Anne handled it with the same calm fortitude as her public career. She then wedded Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, a more private relationship that reinforced her penchant for stability and caution. Anne never gave up on her responsibilities, even after a horse-related incident gave her a black eye in 2024. She returned to public life with the same drive as before, showing that setbacks would never stop her from her duties. In addition to her tenacity, Anne has helped shape the royal family's contemporary identity. She has helped her brother King Charles navigate the monarchy's changing global position as a valued confidant. She is vital because she can cut through bureaucracy and get things done, and her pragmatic attitude balances the ceremonial parts of royal life. She has always attended major royal ceremonies like Trooping the Colour and the state opening of Parliament, and her absence in recent years has raised questions about her future. She retired not out of exhaustion or a desire for retirement, but out of trust in the next generation. Retirement was not easy for Anne. She spent months speaking with King Charles and Catherine to ensure a smooth transition. Her faith in Catherine was based on common ideals, a shared concept of royal responsibility, and a conviction that she was ready to lead. In many ways, Anne recognized herself in Catherine, a lady who had overcome hardship, handled public life gracefully, and had an unshakable sense of responsibility. This torch-passing was indicative of the monarchy's need to reform and Catherine's suitability to lead it. Deliberate transition and trust legacy. Princess Anne retired after months of preparation and consultation with the royal family's top officials. Few anticipated her to declare her retirement so quickly, especially after her 2025 absence from Royal Ascot due to Scottish obligations. According to royal insiders, Anne had been discussing a peaceful transfer with King Charles and Catherine for some time. Her departure was a calculated decision to pass the monarchy's destiny to a new generation she thought might succeed. Anne trusted Catherine because she understood her character, resilience, and obligation, not just her status as Princess of Wales. The two ladies had a deep regard for each other, with Anne mentoring Catherine throughout her royal career. Anne provided emotional and practical assistance throughout Catherine's 2024 cancer struggle. She recognized in Catherine the same unshakable tenacity that had distinguished her public career, the same persistence she had learned over decades. Institutional trust accompanied personal trust. Anne thought Catherine was the appropriate person to modernize the monarchy. Anne's realistic attitude to responsibility influenced her withdrawal. She retired to ensure the monarchy was in competent hands, since she was always efficient and effective. She was choosing to move aside and let Catherine lead the institution's future, not out of habit or custom. She believed the monarchy could evolve while keeping its principles. Thus, her retirement was not a retreat, but a planned act of trust. This moment weighed heavily on Catherine. She had overcome disease, but now she was being challenged to shape the monarchy's future. As she listened to Anne in Buckingham Palace's great dining hall, she realized that her task was more than a handing of the torch. It was a challenge to succeed. After decades of dedicated service to the institution, Anne was entrusting Catherine with the same duty. Catherine welcomed the event that would define the monarchy. Journey of resilience and renewal. Catherine's struggle with illness challenged her fortitude, changed her perspective, and prepared her for the huge duties ahead. She confronted her March 2024 diagnosis with the same calm fortitude that had defined her public demeanor. Catherine revealed her illness in a carefully written statement that stressed her resolve to work while receiving treatment, unlike many who would have shied away. She revealed her sickness to reassure the people and create a precedent for how a royal may handle such a struggle with elegance and perseverance. The months that followed were hard. While physically difficult, chemotherapy was a test of endurance, and Catherine addressed it with the same rigor she had always devoted to her royal duties. She made occasional public appearances, frequently sending video messages to support her causes. With her long-earned appreciation, her September 2024 statement that she had finished chemotherapy was received with widespread support. Although she celebrated this milestone, she realized her road was far from complete. Her recuperation would need time, care, and a reassessment of her monarchy position. Catherine revealed she was in remission in January 2025, bringing comfort to her family, the royal institution, and the many who had followed her path with admiration and worry. She returned to public life slowly. She chose her commitments deliberately to demonstrate her recovery and reconfirm her dedication to service. She showed her resilience during Trooping the Color and the Order of the Garter in June 2025, and her composure and strength strengthened popular faith in her leadership. Catherine returned to redefine her position, not just recover it. In her time away from the public glare, she thought on her mission and gained direction. Royal sources said she wants to utilize her position beyond ceremonial obligations to make a difference. She championed mental health, early childhood development, and cancer awareness, which had become personal to her. Her withdrawal from Royal Ascot on June 18, 2025, just hours before Princess Anne's historic announcement, demonstrated her new attitude. People lauded her decision to prioritize her health over pushing herself. It marked her transformation not only as a queen, but as a woman who had met death and learned what mattered. Anne stepped before the dignitaries and named her to carry on her legacy, recognizing Catherine's resilience and declaring her readiness for the future. Duty and trust bonds. For years, Princess Anne and Catherine have shared ideals, respect, and a strong knowledge of royal responsibilities. Anne's no-nonsense practicality and Catherine's warm, friendly manner clash, yet their unshakable devotion to service has united them. Catherine has traditionally looked to Anne, the most grounded and diligent royal, for direction and support through public life. Catherine's cancer fight made Anne's mentoring even more important as she gave emotional strength and practical advice. Anne never stopped encouraging Catherine throughout therapy. Anne treated Catherine with the same candor as she had in public service, unlike many royals. She recognized the challenges of public service while overcoming personal difficulties and recounted her perseverance, including her 2024 horse-related injury recovery. Royal insiders say Anne's visits to Catherine at this period were not only ceremonial, but also personal, with open exchanges about duty, family, and self-care. Anne, who had spent decades reconciling royal duties with personal well-being, gave Catherine a roadmap for the future. This mentoring went beyond private chats. The way Catherine has steadily taken on additional royal tasks shows Anne's influence. Catherine uses Anne's time management and abilities to interact with individuals from various backgrounds. She has added her warmth and sensitivity to these encounters, producing a distinct style. Anne has always respected this mix between history and modernity, which led her to choose Catherine as her successor. The Order of the Garter ceremony on June 16, 2025, days before Anne's retirement, showed their deep emotional bond. Body language specialists noticed the two women's comfort and familiarity as they smiled and spoke. They were more than colleagues, they had bonded by shared experiences and admiration. Catherine saw Anne's faith in her talents as a duty, not merely an honor. Watching Catherine take on this new position showed Anne the power of her heritage. New royal leadership. After Princess Anne retired, Catherine, Princess of Wales, took on a role beyond ceremonial responsibilities. While filling a position, she inherits decades of devotion and dedication. With nearly 300 patronages from the Royal Agricultural Society to Save the Children, Anne has had a major impact on the monarchy. Her public life has been characterized by these practical service and community involvement issues. Now Catherine must take over many of these duties and reshape them to fit her vision for the monarchy. Anne's longtime association with the Royal Highland Agricultural Society makes the Royal Highland Show in Edinburgh a major occasion for Catherine's transition. This participation is more than a symbolic gesture. It shows Catherine is adopting Anne's practical hands-on approach. She also brings her viewpoint to these tasks. Catherine is supposed to remain and connect with the people and places she serves, unlike Anne, who arrived, delivered, and left with military efficiency. Her kind, empathetic manner has resonated with the people and will certainly define her new duties. In addition to agriculture, Catherine will take over several of Anne's humanitarian roles, including Save the Children. Catherine's expertise on early childhood development and mental health makes this transfer essential. After working with the Royal Foundation to provide a more comprehensive approach to child welfare, Anne's patronages allow her to extend these projects. Royal sources say Catherine may merge her causes with those she inherits to make her humanitarian activity more unified and effective. Her recent visit to a children's hospice, where she spent additional time listening to families and engaged with staff, showed her dedication to a more personal, hands-on charitable work. This style of involvement, which combines Anne's pragmatic efficiency and Catherine's emotional intelligence, may define her new job. Catherine must reconcile tradition and innovation in her increased position. She is inheriting a history of duty and service, but she may also change it to meet public expectations. Anne was reticent, but Catherine has always been more personable, making her popular with younger generations. Her accessibility and personal experiences, particularly her fight with cancer, make her a rare figure who can reconcile the monarchy and the people. Royal analysts believe she may utilize this position to promote systemic change, notably in mental health awareness and cancer research, which are personal to her. Catherine must also manage her new duties. She has said that her children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, are her greatest concern, and that she will balance her public and private lives. This prioritizing led her to withdraw from Royal Ascot in June 2025 for a school event, and she is expected to continue doing so. Royal aides said she will use Anne's time management skills arranging events around school runs and prioritizing UK commitments over overseas travel. This realistic approach reflects a larger trend in how the monarchy is adjusting to contemporary life. Catherine is not just inheriting tasks, but also reinventing contemporary royal life. Her success depends on her ability to combine Anne's service with her warmth and relatability. As she assumes this increased position, the world will wait to see how she builds the monarchy's future while honoring the past and embracing the future. Royal service with character. Catherine's new job requires her to uphold Princess Anne's heritage while bringing her warmth and relatability. Catherine has a more personal, compassionate approach that connects across generations, unlike Anne, who arrived, delivered, and left with military precision. This development reflects public expectations and the monarchy's position in the 21st century, not a rejection of Anne's ways. One of the biggest distinctions between the two ladies is their social skills. Anne has always excelled at doing tasks quietly, practical and forthright she acts. Catherine, meanwhile, excels in emotional bonds. Her kindness and approachability have made her popular with younger people who are frequently distrustful of the monarchy. Her ability to blend tradition and contemporary is one of her greatest strengths and is already influencing her new tasks. To illustrate, she recently visited a children's hospice and spent additional time with families listening to their tales with genuine empathy. Catherine remained talking and comforting, unlike many royals who stick to a schedule. This relationship, which combines Anne's pragmatic efficiency and Catherine's emotional intelligence, may define her new career. Royal aides say she is building on Anne's manner to create a more successful and humane service model. Catherine's approach will also reflect her passion for mental health, early childhood development, and cancer awareness. Following her battle with cancer, Catherine recognizes the importance of health advocacy and anticipates using her position to promote awareness and provide support. Catherine has shared her problems, making her more sympathetic than Anne, who kept her private life secret. She may provide a new perspective to the monarchy's humanitarian efforts due to her transparency and emotional connection. For instance, Anne will ride for the Disabled Association, one of her favorite charities. Catherine, an ardent horsewoman, will promote the program's therapeutic benefits to her mental health efforts. She stands out by combining Anne's heritage with her hobbies. Reimagining a tradition to address modern concerns is more than merely continuing it. According to royal observers, she may utilize this position to argue for systemic change, notably in mental health resources and cancer research funding, which might make the monarchy relevant in a skeptical world. Public opinion of Catherine's transition is largely favorable. Her comfort with farmers and charity workers at a May 2025 garden party resembled Anne's work ethic, but with a gentler touch. One user said Catherine's got Anne's grit, but adds a warmth that pulls you in. Her cancer struggle has enhanced this connection, making her accessible in a manner few royals are. Her story of overcoming death and becoming stronger resonates internationally. However, this enhanced responsibility presents complications. Anne must balance her considerable responsibilities with work and family. Catherine has said that her children Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are her primary concern, and that she will balance her public and private lives. This prioritizing led her to withdraw from Royal Ascot in June 2025 for a school event, and she is expected to continue doing so. Royal aides said she will use Anne's time management skills, arranging events around school runs, and prioritizing UK commitments over overseas travel. Catherine is not just inheriting tasks, but also reinventing contemporary royal life. Her success depends on her ability to combine Anne's service with her own warmth and relatability. As she assumes this increased position, the world will wait to see how she builds the monarchy's future while honoring the past and embracing the future. Navigating new role challenges, Catherine confronts difficult obstacles and possibilities in her enlarged position. Strategic planning and emotional resilience are needed to balance public service with family life. Her ability to strike this balance will determine her success and the monarchy's destiny. Royal sources say Catherine is taking a realistic approach, borrowing from Princess Anne's strict time management and emphasizing emotional well-being and family. The sheer amount of tasks she now has is a major issue. Anne oversaw almost 300 patronages. Thus, Catherine must carefully choose which causes to emphasize and how to incorporate them into her responsibilities. This procedure demands logistical organization and a profound awareness of the monarchy's changing position in society. Catherine is expected to prioritize issues that connect with her own interests and public advocacy, unlike Anne, who could effectively manage a busy schedule. This change reflects a general trend toward quality over quantity and meaningful involvement over presence. Catherine must also manage motherhood expectations. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis are her priority, and she has said that their well-being comes first. Her decision to skip Royal Ascot in June 2025 for a school function was lauded for its balance. Royal advisors said she would emphasize family time whenever possible, arranging events around school runs and keeping her children grounded despite their royal position. This unusual approach to royal tasks represents a modernizing of the monarchy that resonates with modern viewers. Catherine faces emotional and logistical problems, as well as greater position scrutiny. As one of the most prominent royals, her every move is scrutinized by the media. Given her enormous expectations as Anne's successor, this scrutiny is rigorous. Her cancer struggle has inspired people and made her a symbol of perseverance, which comes with adoration and pressure. Royal observers say Catherine's capacity to stay calm under pressure will be vital to her long-term success. Catherine is leaning on her husband, Prince William, and royal advisors to handle these challenges. As Catherine takes on greater duties, William, her loyal companion throughout her cancer struggle, is expected to share the public weight even more. At Trooping the Color in June 2025, they looked unified and supported, sharing looks that showed mutual trust. Insiders say William is pleased with Catherine's power and views her as a critical partner in modernizing the monarchy. Catherine's attitude to her new job shows the monarchy's 21st century adaptation. Catherine has adopted a more flexible and dynamic royal service approach than past generations. With a focus on digital interaction, she may reach global audiences in ways previously inconceivable. Royal insiders suggest she may use new platforms to promote mental health and cancer awareness. This digital-first strategy widens her reach and meets the expectations of younger generations used to online contact. Despite these strategic changes, Catherine's path has detractors. Traditionalists worry that she prioritizes family above royal engagements, believing that the monarchy must follow convention. Others see her approach as a necessary progression that matches current public service demands. After all, the monarchy must reconcile its historical traditions with modern living, and Catherine's capacity to do so will determine her success. As she embarks on this new chapter, unexpected challenges will test Catherine's perseverance, flexibility, and dedication to duty and family. However, her path so far suggests that she is ready to face these difficulties and shape the monarchy's future in a manner that respects the past while embracing the contemporary. A monarchy in transition. Catherine's future. Impact. Catherine's ascension to royal prominence represents a turning point in the monarchy's history. She is one of the most visible and approachable members of the institution, so she can reconcile tradition and modernity to keep the monarchy relevant in a period of increased scrutiny and changing public expectations. Her connection with children's support for mental health and early childhood development and resilience have created a story that resonates beyond the palace gates. She symbolizes the monarchy's future, a person who can preserve its past while adjusting to modern life. One of the biggest ways Catherine is changing the monarchy is via public involvement. She uses an approachable, emotionally moving manner, unlike her predecessors. Her honest remarks about health, especially her struggle with cancer, have made her a worldwide beacon of hope and endurance. This openness, along with her capacity to connect with people personally, has helped her build a deeper relationship with the public that extends beyond ceremonial obligations and into true impact. Royal observers say her ability to mix vulnerability and power is important to her rising appeal, especially among younger people who are wary of conventional institutions. Beyond her appeal, Catherine is influencing the monarchy's strategy to stay relevant. As King Charles concentrates on his health and Prince William prepares to become King, Catherine serves as the monarchy's pivotal figure. She has brought continuity to royal occasions, like trooping the color and the Order of the Garter, although her enlarged duties indicate a change in monarchy obligations. This changeover redefines what it means to be a working royal in the 21st century, not only filling Princess Anne's retirement hole. Her philanthropic activity reflects this change. Catherine treats her clients more holistically and emotionally than Anne, who was logical and no-nonsense. She prioritizes mental health, early childhood development, and cancer awareness as public concerns rise. She is increasing the monarchy's reach and strengthening its position as a force for positive change by supporting these causes. In an age of declining public faith in institutions, the monarchy must prove its worth beyond ceremonial tasks. Catherine's ascendancy affects the monarchy's internal dynamics. Due to its 11-person workforce, the organization is under pressure to simplify and refocus its mission. Catherine's enhanced position has relieved some of this tension, enabling other royals to concentrate on their objectives. Prince William has relied on her for public events, while King Charles has trusted her to navigate contemporary royal life. This change in responsibility has also led to a reevaluation of the monarchy's structure, with talks regarding how to reconcile tradition with efficiency and adaptability. Perhaps most crucially, Catherine's path has shown that the monarchy can change without losing its uniqueness. Her ability to revere Princess Anne while creating her own path shows the institution's adaptability. She is redefining a position to match the ideals and expectations of a new generation. This balance between continuity and development will decide the monarchy's destiny, and Catherine's leadership is showing that tradition and modernity can coexist. The world will watch her define the monarchy's destiny as she enters this new chapter. Her capacity to balance family and public obligations, adjust to contemporary media, and redefine the monarchy's place in society will determine her success. However, her path thus far suggests that she is willing to address these problems head-on, ensuring that the monarchy stays relevant and resilient in an ever-changing world. A new royal dynamic. Catherine as family center. Catherine's enhanced prominence in the monarchy has changed the royal family's dynamics and the institution's public image. As Princess Anne retires from public life, Catherine has become a prominent figure who connects the monarchy's history and future. Her relationship with King Charles, Prince William, and her children has changed due to expectations and 21st century royal life. Catherine and Prince William's relationship drove this change. William has always been the monarchy's heir apparent, but his public schedule has been less than his wife's, especially since he has concentrated on environmental projects like the Earthshot Prize. He now relies more on Catherine as a collaborator due to her growth. They looked together during Trooping the Color in June 2025, sharing looks that showed mutual trust. Royal sources say William is pleased with Catherine's tenacity, especially after her cancer battle, and regards her as his best partner in modernizing the monarchy. This change also puts fresh pressure on him to perform something royal watchers eagerly await. King Charles and Catherine's relationship has also changed. Charles's 2023 prostate cancer fight increased their friendship, developing a close understanding beyond royal formality. Charles smiled at Catherine during their balcony appearance during Trooping the Color, showing trust and respect. Charles has relied on Catherine's public presence to manage his health and found a confidant and stabilizer in her. As he plans his reign, he has been delegating additional duties to Catherine and Prince William, who share his vision for a monarchy that changes while maintaining history. Catherine's obligations as a mother have changed in addition to her partner and confidant roles. She raises Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis hands-on, drawing from Princess Anne's practicality and adding her warmth and emotional openness. Catherine has taught her children responsibilities while protecting them from the limelight at Kensington Palace. Charlotte X has shown her mother's elegance in her confident wave during the Order of the Garter event. George, the future king, turns to his mother for fortitude, while Catherine gently guides Louis's exuberant energy. Royal advisors say Catherine is teaching her children to prioritize service above luxury, a lesson gleaned from Anne's no-nonsense style while maintaining a feeling of normality despite their royal rank. Catherine's new job affects the royal family and beyond. Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, who have been neglected, have allegedly indicated a want to help Catherine, with Beatrice doing more charitable work in 2025. While Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are absent, Catherine's importance has grown as the royal family rallies behind her. Anne's resignation has repositioned Catherine as the anchor, William as her companion, and Charles as the guide in a monarchy facing a pivotal moment. Catherine must reconcile duty with family life tradition, with modernization and public expectation, with personal resilience as the royal family adjusts to this new reality. She wants to reshape the monarchy's future by respecting its history and embracing it. A new monarchy chapter. The monarchy led by Catherine, Princess of Wales, finds itself at a critical juncture as Princess Anne's retirement announcement fades. From a world-shaking cancer diagnosis to becoming the monarchy's First Lady, her narrative of endurance resonates beyond palace gates. Anne's choice to stand aside was a brave gesture of trust in the future, an opportunity to reinvent royal duty that honored the past while embracing the present. Not only is Catherine carrying Anne's legacy, but she is also paving a new path that blends tradition and compassion, duty and humanity, and strength and vulnerability. Catherine's New Age vision is emerging. She plans to combine her passions, mental health, early childhood development, and cancer advocacy with Anne's legacy of practical service, according to sources. Speculation suggests that Anne's involvement with agricultural regions could lead to the expansion of rural health care. The Royal Highland Show in July 2025 will be Catherine's first significant patronage in this new capacity, which royal admirers anxiously anticipate. She deliberately listens to communities rather than directing them, combining Anne's groundedness with Catherine's warmth. This change is crucial. Catherine's relatability gained through her personal hardships connects younger generations to the monarchy, which is under investigation. Her open health chats and her 2024 cancer video have made her a worldwide symbol for optimism. Royal observers want her to modernize the institution by promoting digital participation or sustainability, King Charles's interests. Catherine wants the monarchy to develop without losing its identity as a force for good. Catherine balances school runs and bedtime readings for George, Charlotte, and Louis as a loving mother. Like Anne, she balances these roles, but her emotional openness sets her apart. She comforted Louis with a delicate touch during a school function, showing her values. These events show the public that Catherine's humanity will characterize her leadership. The world watches and questions abound. Catherine's influence may simplify the monarchy's vast patronages. Could she tutor Princess Beatrice and spark a new royal engagement? Her readiness is assured. Her narrative, like Anne's, is about quiet strength and turning up when it matters. She enters this chapter with national aspirations and a revived monarchy. Please share your ideas and farewell.